那说到植物园，大家想到的应该是位于古鲁尼路的新加坡植物园吧？但是在兀兰也有一个民办的小型植物园。这个在冠病疫情期间创办的植物园，最初是一块空地，住在附近的一些居民随意的在那里种植花草。后来，当有关当局出面干预的时候，有一位居民挺身而出，提议将它转变成一个与众不同、充满生命力的社区花园。不同凡响第2集要带你走访这个独特的社区花园。
Woodlands Botanical Garden is actually the largest community garden in Singapore. We have about 2,000 community gardens, and we are proud to say we are the only one purely dedicated to biodiversity.
Okay, come, let's go inside and see if y'all can spot the dragonflies. Come.
今天的活动是跟着 Ganesh 一起做 garden tour。
Let's look up and see, any butterflies or not? So that butterfly.
这里是一个很漂亮的地方，有很多不同的蝴蝶会来这里。兽医人跟我们来这里参加的，他们来的时候也是很开心。当我们带我们的动物来的时候，动物也是可以感染到这里的 nature。今天的兽医人也有一些小孩在这里一起活动，他们就跟那些动物接触，然后也是有做一些 art and craft。这几年的合作经验都是很不错的。
I started this garden in June 2020 amidst the COVID lockdown. So we just turned 4 this year in 2024. My responsibilities first and foremost will be, of course, looking after the garden, making sure the plants are happy and doing what they need to do for biodiversity. And secondly, to organize and run community events, to make sure that a community garden is really serving its purpose for the community. Yeah, so these are the 2 main responsibilities that also address our 2 pillars of biodiversity and mental health as well. We don't consume anything from the garden. Even though you will see some fruit trees randomly here and there, and herbs and all this, they are left entirely for the birds and the insects. Of course, if you come on our tours, then you get the special privilege of trying some stuff. Starting the garden was not difficult. There was a space near my block that a lot of people were planting at. So I was just one of the many, There was a point where we had to change the officer for the parks. And then this officer, he's new, he came down, he said, hey, actually, you're not allowed to plant here. The next time he met me, it was a beautiful sunny day. And there was so much of activity, birds, bees, butterflies, all around the plants. So when they came to ask me, why am I planting? I said, I'm planting for the animals. The slope is about 3,000 square meters, but all the activity in the 3,000 square meters was in the 50 square meters that I planted. Their main concern, which I think is a very fair concern, right, was really, it's not about starting something, it's whether can we commit to it. First year, I had to prove to them that I'm staying in this project. They really kept an eye on me for 1 year, and then they saw I was serious about what I was doing. It took a lot to build that trust, so I'm very thankful for the opportunity from NParks, and also the trust that they gave me, you see. Woodlands Botanical Garden actually started on not a very positive note. It was built upon the grief of me losing my mom. My mom was such a wonderful person, and she brought so much happiness to everyone around her. So I prefer to hang on to the good memories rather than the bad, and I feel that instead of wallowing in pity, right, or sadness over the loss of my mom, why not I celebrate the person she was, and through that, my other love, right, nature. Yeah, why not I can attend to both.
Okay, let's see this one. Press it in first.
It actually started with a very small bunch of students from Republic Poly. They were the ones who came here and then they identified rare butterflies and insects for me. It was very nice because, you know, when it comes from the students themselves, you know there's commitment. And you see the passion in them. And I think that was what was so important to me, to engage them.
I have visited the garden a few times already, and I think this is one of Singapore's best garden. The environment makes the children feel very inspired to want to contribute to Singapore's nature, and they also shared that they gained a lot of knowledge from this.
通常跟 Ganesh 的 team 合作都很开心的，这样多年了，他一直以来都是很 supportive。不管我们带不同的慈善机构下来，他都会很热忱的招待我们。
I'm a resident here at Marsiling. During COVID period, I saw this garden grew from ground up. Of course, I helped out, and I met Ganesh with his community gardeners. Rhapsody is a project by Ganesh. After we got the garden going, we were all thinking how to bring more people to come. We came up with the idea of an arts festival.
So we do hope that you will support.
The overall idea is to bring community and people in the neighborhood, as well as people from far away around Singapore to come.
There are not a lot of spaces in Singapore, I think, that people can just come, relax and meet each other and have a space for community to just interact. We just enjoy the space because we play for nature, we play for the people, and it's a very relaxed atmosphere. There's no formality, there is no performance time. It really is how we feel like playing. We're very fortunate that this kind of place exists in Singapore that allows us to come and just play, because a lot of places you might have to get some approval.
It was really amazing, and I also love the fact that it was like happening in this really like nature's place. It was really beautiful, really peaceful, and I think I would love to come for more such events.
I thought it was really nice to have a concert in an open space like this. It's not often that this happens. It would be great if more of such events happen like throughout the year. I thought it was great. A lot of cultural performances, stuff that you don't usually see. I wish it was longer because my family had a lot of fun.
This year having the dance program together, the music, I think it was really fun, especially the last finale where everyone just came together, you know, it's so impromptu. And I think that's what I love about Rhapsody concerts. We plan one thing, but it always turns out to be something different. My heart and my team's heart is always about what can we do more. When you see the community, right, and how happy they are, I think it's very difficult to stop.